Are there advantages to aging? Yes, I am Debbi-Jo Horton, and welcome to Advantages to Aging. Join my guests and I as we discuss aging and what makes for a healthy lifestyle, which results in a quality life. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome back, listeners. We have an amazing show for you today. Do you know Valentine's is right around the corner? And for some of you, it is exciting. But for others, maybe not so much. Today, we have with us Joanne Sapers, who's a love relationship coach, and she's going to help us to better get a grip on Valentine's Day. Welcome, Joanne.
Thank you so much, DJ. I am thrilled to be here and to talk about how special Valentine's Day can be, regardless of what's going on in one's life right now, right?
Exactly. So, as I said, I know that oftentimes people can feel alone on Valentine's Day. So, what do you suggest for someone to do to make it a happy day for themselves?
Well, if someone is alone, and I've been there, so I do get that, on Valentine's Day, it's really important to honor yourself, to go within and say, what's going to really make me feel good today? And it doesn't have to be what other people think it's going to be. For
I like that.
each one of us, yes, for each one of us, we have special love energy that we feel really heard and seen and celebrated and honored when we either do certain things or when we receive certain things. And it's all about us. It's all about each one of these beautiful women that are going to be listening that want to feel special on this day because each one of us is special. Each each listener, each woman, each being is so divinely special, DJ. And I think Valentine's Day is a wonderful opportunity to remind ourselves that we don't have to have a partner to be special. We're special because we
Exactly.
are here. We are
Exactly.
here on purpose as ourselves.
I really like that. Making something special out of Valentine's Day. Oftentimes people just say, oh, it's just a day like every other day. And it really shouldn't be. You should honor yourself. But what happens if someone feels that their partner doesn't care about them, or they're just going through the motions, or maybe they don't care about their partner? What should they do about feeling better on Valentine's Day?
I love that question because it's like a double-edged sword in so many ways because you have the person there, and for whatever reason, it's not clicking, whether it's for
Mm,
you or for him, and it doesn't matter because this again, almost the same kind of thing. This is about that woman. This is about that man. It's about that person that that is saying, you know what, I want to feel special together today with my partner or without my partner. And what I'm going to do is celebrate myself. And I'll tell you what, I just had a great idea and I remember doing it. So I
mhm.
know it worked. I would buy myself a Valentine's Day gift. It could be little, but I would buy myself something. And it could be $1 or anything. It doesn't make a difference. And I would buy myself a card because if I really wanted a card from someone that I was with and he didn't want to give me a card or I knew I wouldn't get one, I was going to take care of myself. So that's the message. What is it that you can do today that feels that you are so loved within yourself because we are who we are from within, from this universe? What can you do that will help you to feel so good and so special? So you're not waiting for something to happen that you don't expect.
Yeah, I like that. On a couple of occasions, I decided to take the bull by the horns and made the reservations for dinner and ordered the flowers and had my then soon to be ex-husband come along for the ride. But it was just taking that moment to remember the times when we did click, when we did do things together. And It definitely made the divorce go easier. But yeah, you can celebrate those times even in times that aren't so great. And I did that not necessarily thinking that I was going to be honoring myself, but because he was the father of one of my children. And I wanted to let him know that that meant a great deal to me. So that's
I love
one
that.
way you can do that as well. But I also know,
Absolutely. I just want to say one thing about that because
yes,
that's taking control. You knew how you wish you wanted to feel, and you bought the flowers, you made the dinner reservations, and you allowed the Valentine's Day to go the way you chose. And that's all I wanted to interrupt and share that.
no, for those of you who know me or have gotten to know me through the podcast, you know I take control. But I am also someone who sometimes has a tough time during Valentine's Day because I lost my significant other to cancer many years ago, and the memories do flood in. So, are there any other ways that we can help ease ourselves through that day? Maybe you don't want to necessarily, go out to dinner or buy yourself flowers, but just other suggestions of ways that we could help ease that pain, but honor the past. Hey, Debbi-Jo here with Neora. Neora's age-fighting products use the best innovations and ingredients from nature and science to deliver a holistic, all-around approach to anti-aging. Whether you're young and interested in taking preventative steps or young at heart and need to address sunspots and lines, Neora's products work for all ages and skin types. Back to the show.
Absolutely. I love that question, DJ, because it's very real. How we feel is is how we're feeling on that day or the days beforehand, knowing it's going to be coming up. And the more that we can give ourselves permission, the more that you could give yourself permission to really be okay with whatever feelings are coming up, that softens everything. And I know many times in a situation like that, I've known clients that they'll say, I took out I took out a photo album. I remembered certain times I thought back to a certain place and I just kind of went into memory lane with a positive and then looking to see where I am today and looking at what we shared in a happy, sad way. And I believe that really honoring how you feel, not pretending to feel a certain way, whatever way you're feeling is the absolute perfection for you every single day, and especially on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting story. I heard from a friend of mine who had lost her husband. It's going this year will be 5 years for her, but she said that for the first 3 years after he had passed, she would still make his favorite meal.
Mhm.
And at his chair at the table, she would put a picture of him and she would have a conversation.
I love that. And that was a way for her to just be in celebration
Yeah.
of the two of them
Yeah.
and honoring her heart and her feelings and just going with whatever it was that brought her that feeling of inner peace.
So, listeners,
Mm,
know that on Valentine's Day, you are loved, and
very
make sure
loved.
that the biggest love there is comes from you. And you've got my love and Joanne's love as well. So, as you
Absolutely.
prepare for this Valentine's Day, I hope you think about what Joanne shared with us today and put into action something that will make you feel loved and make you feel valid. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Do you think one of the biggest advantages to aging is all the knowledge we gain along the way? Me too. What did you learn today? Share with me in my Facebook group with the same name as this podcast, Advantages to Aging. Now hit subscribe so you don't miss all the tips to come in future episodes.